You know, it's all fun and games living out of a stack of chests like this in the early days. It's just part of the experience. But it's time that I had an actual base. And thankfully, if we take a little step over here, I have gathered everything I need to make a little something to live out of that won't be one of these folks' houses and won't be a hole in the ground that looks like it was made by an 8-year-old. Nothing against 8-year-olds. Some of them are really cool. So let's take... Yes, can I help you? Ow, what are you doing? Cut that out. So let's turn this little patch of ice into size starter base. What is your deal? Oh, hey.
I got 20 emeralds right here.
Oh, awesome. I think I already have the book. Oh, yeah, there we go. Don't you harm me, you. Thank you, Mitch. Hope it, and as you see, there's like an ice spikes biome not that far this way to the east. So, you mine a little bit of that, you'll probably be good.
Do you have an anvil around here?
This one right here. I'm hopefully going to stop living out of a chest monster very soon. That's what I'm working on right now.
I just moved out of mine, so.
Nice.
Alright, thank you.
Yup. Happy mining. I can't have nothing in this game. Nothing. These guys were crawling all over me while I was trying to build it and spawning golems inside. You might have seen in the time lapse. It's wild. But it's built. I have a base. I'm only 6 episodes in, and I finally have a base. All this copper's going to oxidize, and that's when it's really going to come into its own as far as the look that I'm going for. You know, no one going to age it in advance. Not that pro. I don't know if I'll ever be that pro, and that's not a problem by me. Ink. Give me the ink. Thank you. They keep doing that. Like, at least 1 or 2 of them has died already. Just falling off of this thing when they use the ladder, which wasn't meant for you. Really? You stupid little Squidward. Little act of defiance there. It's got a nice, cozy little interior where I can set my spawn, and maybe I'll replace one of these barrels with the ender chest so that I'll have that handy in case I end up here unexpectedly. We got a couple of engines here that control these paddle wheels on the side. If you can't tell, that's the idea behind this build. This is one of the initial ships that brought settlers to Snow Pity in an old paddle wheel steamer. And then, of course, they had some major problems getting through the ice. It wasn't designed to do that, and it ended up stuck. But the folks here at Snow Pity are nothing but persistent, aren't you? And they found a way to get this thing back online with some treads. Get her to crawl across the ice. It's a slow, creeping monstrosity of sheer determination, maybe a little bit of too much determination, if anything, but it's where I call home for now. While we're waiting for that copper to age, I think it's time to optimize the storage on this iron farm a little bit, because otherwise it's going to fill up really fast once it's chunk loaded. I'm going to do that now. I think it's working. Yep. So now all of the iron blocks should get auto-crafted and go up the elevator to the chests up above, meaning that I don't have to come crawling down here every time I need iron. And when I actually build it right, this is the crafter circuit that I've used the most for single item recipes. It's really darn simple. A little hard to see from here. Basically, you got a signal strength of 8 coming out of the comparator, which means that every time this comparator reading the crafter goes to a signal strength of 9, it updates the observer, which sends a pulse down here so that it can activate the crafter, push an iron block out. This would work with any single item recipe though, so long as it requires all of the slots of the crafter, or you can, you know, block out the ones that you don't need. Really are dancing with danger with this door here. If that gets destroyed, then basically all of this redstone has to get redone. Gotta live a little, I guess. Oh, and I've got 2 filter arrays here that are set up to separate poppies from ingots, because that was the only way that I could reliably separate those two in the other iron farm I did this to. Oops, there's junk in here. And I didn't send the poppy bone meal through the elevator for now, just because it's something that I can come down here very seldom and grab all of it out of there. Not too worried about it if it backs up, honestly, as long as the iron's still coming through. Oops. I left the lid off this bubble vader, so I don't know where all my iron blocks went. Interesting. I guess they just flew out and despawned somewhere, and that's actually okay. Oh, or they didn't. I guess they found their way to the chest. I'm gonna decorate this better for now. This is probably enough. I'm gonna just add one more chest for good measure. Call it a day. Because once this area is chunk loaded, there is gonna be a hilarious amount of iron being produced by this thing on the daily. I don't want to run out of storage space. What have we here? A compliment. I've never had someone feel the need to self-immolate due to one of my builds. I'm not even sure how to feel about that. I sure do appreciate the compliment though. Hope you come back to see it when all of the copper oxidizes and it has the final look that it's supposed to have. It'll look a lot better then. What the heck are you doing socializing up there? That's very dangerous. Even for you. As was foretold, it is time to make this area chunk loaded so that this farm can run whether I am here or not. Hopefully this doesn't lag things too much. Hopefully not at all. So since I haven't explained this ever, the idea here is minecart goes through portal, and then the fire on the other side breaks the minecart, sends it back, and that loads a 3x3 chunk area with entity processing on both this side of the portal and the other side. So we could build some farms over in the nether too. What it means is that the iron farm over there will constantly be loaded as long as this chunk loader is working. This can be affected by server restarts. So if your server restarts on the daily, you'll kind of have to go back and load the thing, maybe restart it. So all we should have to do now is click. It went the wrong way. That's interesting. Go in! Well, the cart's supposed to go in the portal, and I'm not sure why it's not. Well, I may need to use a different design. I've got another design by Exumavoid that I know works because I've used it before on a similar server. I'm going to be taking this down and putting that up. Should have enough items to at least get this thing started. This side of this nether portal leaves things to be desired in multiple ways that I hope to fix at some point. See what I mean? That is suboptimal in multiple ways. For now, that should get us started though. Now, when I activate this thing, we should see items flowing through, going through the portal and coming back. Oh, that torch is in the wrong place. You know, that would do it. Wonder what else I've messed up on here. They're not going through. Why? My portal in the overworld has the openings on the north and south. And this one has it on the east and west. That'll do it. That'll do it.
One eternity later.
I think it should work now. With a little activation boop. It appears to be working. Oh, okay. I've finally achieved the thing that I set out to do. Now this area should be chunk loaded until it's not. Ooh. At night. Heck yeah. I'll fill that up with a little more bamboo as I go. But for now, that is a chunk-loaded iron farm that will run even if I am not on here. And make sure that I never run out of iron again. Well, it's done. All of the chests are moved to the boat. And I have been AFK for just about, I don't know, 2 or 3 days in real life just to get this to look this good. Man, it's good to finally see it looking the way that I designed it to be. Also move these ladders a bit so that we aren't getting unexpected visitors up here. And all of the unexpected visitors we had, they've kept falling off. Strangest thing. And, they didn't have any help at all. None at all. Now, if we just go below deck. This might be the most organized I have been in a Minecraft storage system in a couple of years, if I'm honest. That's about all we're gonna do today. Now, I took a peek at some things in the shopping district, and we need to go shopping. There's some exciting new shops opening up, and we need to take advantage of them. Help us get a little more leverage since we have the diamonds to spend. We'll do that next time. So, if you watched to the end, thank you. If you liked the video, you're awesome. And if you subscribed, you're my hero. And we'll see you next time, crawling across the frozen winter wonderland on Saphy. Guess what? The server's on 1.21.3. You know what that means. Bundle time. Ender chest before bundles. Ender chest after bundles. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna use the heck out of these. That's gonna be fun.